I'm going to go through the new Hexa-Mesh updating in Femap 2021.1. I started the model by importing solid geometry. As you can see, it started as one solid and is not hex-meshable out of the box. And typically to make it hex-meshable, it needs to be sliced into several smaller solids that are hex-meshable. This is why I am using the command geometry solid slice. So I'll skip ahead here a little, and now I am at the point where I have my solid sliced into the pieces I need. I've randomized the colors of all the solids to distinguish the different slices. I can now set the mesh size on all of the solids. Doing all of the solids at once will link the coincident surfaces. I am now ready to mesh my part. Okay, so I have my part fully meshed here, and I'm just going to turn off the surfaces so I can see my mesh a little better. Now I'm going to come into the meshing toolbox and use the increase mesh sizing on curve to show you how that when I select one of the curves, the mesh changes and propagates through all the solids that it needs to. So again, when I change the size here, you'll see the mesh changes on both the left and the right, and those are actually two different solids and might even be changing in a couple more of the solids. And again, this will work for the increase, decrease, and set to, so a couple of those commands there. And what I can also do is remesh a surface from the meshing toolbox, and the hex mesh of the solid will propagate from that. So I'm going to go around and set some map meshes on some of the surfaces to get a better mesh quality. And you can really see the change in mesh on some of the surfaces I am selecting. I'm going to put a map mesh on this surface here, and you'll see that when I rotate to the other side, that the hex mesh has propagated through the solid. So I'm just going to do a couple more surfaces here. I'm going to select this one. And this lower one here. And then you'll notice that my mesh actually changes around the hole. So what I'm going to do is go back to the mesh sizing and increase the number of elements on the curve below that hole to get a little better mesh quality. And you'll see that it's updated through the solids there. So at this point, I am content with the quality of my hex mesh part, and now all I need to do is run a coincident node merge before running my analysis.